This is a ticker many people are talking about, Open Door. We ended the day at $2.29, down 20%, quite a rug pull. So I want to go over the technical analysis on this and show you what we look like on the 5-minute, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. All right, we ended the day at 229. Now, to the north side, we have a gap that will fill at roughly 285, and I will mark out the middle of the trend, and this will be resistance and a potential take profit area depending upon what side of the line you bought. And above that, 2 standard deviations takes us to 435, another level of resistance and another potential take profit area. Above that, 515 and 590. I do not anticipate we get to this level, but if we do, you can bet there will be a pullback. As people take their profits and they run, they will lock in and they will leave, just like they did here. And to the south side, $1.18, 43 cents roughly, and I don't think we're going to get to this level. But look at this basing right here. All this basing and then a giant explosion to the upside. And you know, when we get to these levels, it's not going to stay there. Right now, the RSI on the 5 is down. So for the week, we're up 91%. For the month, 332%. For the 3-month period, 165% to the upside. For the year, down 7.66. So what do we look like on the daily? I know some people that have used Open Door to sell their home, but I don't know how popular it is anymore. But let's take a look at the forecast. Oh, look at this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not good. So watch out for that. Wait, what was that? 1-year price target. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, for the daily, look at this. Like, what do I always talk about? Whenever you see a wick, no way that it's going to sustain itself. It will pull back, and it definitely did. And that was your call to sell out. All right. So the RSI, look at this. This is resistance up here. Of course, we're going to tank. And on the day, the weekly, actually, because this ticker, I have set my lengths at a different level, so it will not give me those linear lines. But just know that this thing is headed for a pullback just looking at the RSI. You can just trade off of the RSI itself. Let's take a look at the monthly. Still room to move to the upside. Oh, apparently, I guess I have marked this out before. Have I really? Huh. I don't know where those lines came from. Let me see. Go back to the 5. Let me just shrink this and see. Huh. Maybe these were price projections from a long time ago that I marked out, because I have not looked at Open Door and I can't even remember one. I'm in the real estate business, but with my rentals, but I have not kept up with this. Okay. So watch out for that. That's all I have to say about Open Door. Let's take a look at something else, and that's going to be Grwg. I am in this trade. I made a note to myself back in April that I needed to buy this, and I finally bought some in July, okay? And this is so funny. Last night, on Tuesday night, when I looked at this, I set a sell order at $1.20. I had moved it from $1.18 to $1.19 to $1.20. And at the end of the day, we literally closed at 119, but this flipped over here to 120. So I checked my account and I don't think it triggered. I didn't see it. I didn't get an email notification, I should say. So I'm hoping that I'm still in this, because what I'm going to do, and this is how I typically do it, I really don't care about getting out. I really would like to keep this, but I do like to trade it because I've gotten caught in things before. So I'm going to set my sell order at $1.28, and if I get sold out, so be it. I know that it would probably get to this level. That's a safe level, but I'm going to extend it, and you can have my shares if it goes to this level. So first, let me give you some price targets. We're at $1. Well, I'm going to put $1.19 because it hasn't triggered out. But that closed at the end of the day. It was amazing, because earlier I had kept track of it, and at 2 standard deviations, then it ended at, I put 1 penny above 2 standard deviations, and at the end of the day, it was $1.19. And look at this, $1.21, and I don't think I got triggered out. It's so weird. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it at a level it says we closed out at. $1.20. Oh, sorry. Sorry, what am I sorry for? I'm not sorry, but just did not mean to do that. All right, so that's $1.23 again, and that's $1.28. Now to the south side at support and another potential buy-in area. Where did that go? Let's try it again. Oh, I did make it. Okay, that's support. Many levels of support and resistance in between. Turn on your VWAP and you'll find it, or your Bollinger Bands, whatever you like to do. All right, then we're at 101, 96 cents, and 92 cents. And look at this, we've all started to go sideways, but we could definitely climb and roll back, but we're getting frothy, so there's going to be a pullback. A pullback for potential leg up, yes, but a pullback nonetheless. So below that, at another buy-in area, is stop loss area, 101, 96 cents, and roughly 92 cents. There's your clear buy signal. This is a sell signal. We chopped sideways, went down, and then made our way back up. Your sell signal, your sell signal, your sell signal. This is well, on the way down, that's support and a bounce, support and a bounce, support. Or we just grind along these lines. So let me show you. Well, okay, let's just go to the daily really fast, and then I'm going to stop. Yeah, I've traded this many times. And look, like we've tanked like crazy. These are levels, all the green. That's where I've sold in the past. And I still own this at 201, but that's okay. I'm up, and I'm up on this lot, and I have other lots too that are higher. So I'm just dollar cost averaging into this, but I'm taking my profits now as I go. All right, so this is the daily. So we're here. We are almost at this resistance level, so watch out for that. But the next line takes us to 132 and 149. All right, and one level of support, 81 cents and 47 cents. I'll just stop there. Another one I want to go over is I bought Mara today. Okay. I've traded Mara in the past. I sold it here at $15.35 previously. Yeah, many levels, but this is on the daily. So where are we here? Oh, 1757. Wait, oh, that was something else. No, let me do something before I get confused. Option R. Okay, here we go. Let's give you the 5-minute first. And that was correct, but I just need to change the color of this. That's why I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right. That looked like a red. I put red, the red label for gaps to the south side. All right, resistance takes us to right here, 1787. We could chop sideways, but right now we're on a downward channel. Keep that in mind. 1905, 1964, 2025 to the south side, 1667, 1607, and roughly 1542. So here's your sell signal, and we got flushed out. That's a buy signal, sell signal. What else here? Close enough. No cigar. But this is where I sold previously, and look at how many times we bounced off this line. Okay, oh, and there's a gap here that closed. I have not looked at, oops, Command Z if you want to undo anything. There we go, and that's 1884-ish there, and this one closed to the downside, 1919. Oh, and this one was a tiny gap, which I shouldn't have bothered to have marked out, but that's the power of the gap. Many, many, many of them close. Oh, and look at this. So we've got a gap to the north side here, and that will close out at 1987. And while I'm here, I'll mark the bottom. So this could be the lower end of the target if you want to play that. I saw this gap, and then I saw that we were down. See, this is where the RSI lined up. So yeah, did I buy too soon? Definitely. Look how we cracked even more, but I never babysat it. I set it at -2 standard deviations or -3. Typically, I try to go -3 or -4, and oftentimes I don't get it because price doesn't go that low, and then once in a while I get lucky. Okay, let's see. What else? So oh, did I already give you the bottom range here? 1545. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this lot first, and then I'm going to play this gap. So I'm going to I bought in here at 1845, and I'm going to put a sell order here at 2025. And I know that we just had earnings on this, and I have not looked at it. So if I sell, that will be a 9% return. And I said in 2025, I would start taking 2 and 3% profits and just trade like a mad woman. And I haven't done it because I am going for the bigger gain still, and I really shouldn't. And just take my profits and roll it into something else. Okay, so that's the 5-minute. Oh boy, oh, look at this. We have a gap to the south side. Oh, that's a nasty one. Let's put a price label on it. 16, oops, gosh darn it. Purple. That's the wrong purple. I just now know very easily because I use the same. No, it's supposed to be red. What am I saying or doing? There, that's good. Okay, red is for the gaps. We gapped up. That means we're going to fill it to the downside. Option R. So to the downside, oh, I did not mark that out, and I should have, and that I would have waited to buy in at that price. See, we tickled it. Yep, tickle, tickle. So maybe I'll just buy, maybe I'll set another order down here and just hang on to it, even if I start to go down. But that's okay. Just be aware of that. All right, now let's go to the daily. RSI is turning down. So your window, let's see, to the upside will be 2097, to the south side 1485. Earnings here, wait, oh, it's the 29th. That's what I saw. It did not report yet, but they report on the 29th. Okay, And I don't know, what is the forecast? Down to 950 to 2154, and then 34 bucks. But because, let's see, there was news, convertible notes, proceeds will fund Bitcoin purchase and repurchase of $50 million of existing notes. Well, because this runs with Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin. So the last time I looked at it, we were at, oh, that goes over there. Oh yeah, this is on the daily. So we were at 102,636, and then we wicked up 123. RSI, it's getting there, and getting to two. It is getting to 2 standard deviations, which is what I track. You shouldn't even play here or here if you want to play it conservatively. Okay, you just go on this red line at 2 standard. That's 130,722 to the south side. 110,360, and that's all I'm going to call because this is open and changes constantly. So I tag this on the daily because the 5-minute would move too much. 120, there, I'm going to stick with that. And now I'm going to mark out the middle of the trend and the baseline, which is a support line where we could potentially bounce. And that is a line that's close to where I already marked out in 2024. Okay, so that's it for Bitcoin. And then I'm going to do one more because I heard somebody talking about Gmbl, and then somebody else said they couldn't chart it. Well, I'll chart it for you because I've traded this one and I'm still in it. Okay, on the daily, what is that? Oh, that's a gap. I'll have to fix that. Oh, we hit right there, but I'll fix that on the 5-minute. That took us to 0.29. Okay, we're at 34 cents. So to the north side, 36. Esports, yeah. 46 and 57 cents to an area I've already marked out in the past. Okay, and that's the daily. So to the south side on the daily is 15 cents. Now let's go to, oh, RSI is turning down. Watch out for that. On the 5 here, which is, now, because this is so gappy, it's hard to see, hard to read when it's just a dot. And if you don't know, you just go to here and you hit this. If you want to go back, this is the Heiken Ashi. Okay. And then if you want to go back, you just go to candles, and that will clear out any noise for you if you don't like to see that because it's so hard to read. So that gap that I marked out took us to 29 cents. That's resistance, 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 which means take your profits, take your profits, take your profits and run. And we're grinding up along this middle of the line here. Yeah, this one has crashed from the past. Okay, we are at 34 cents. I'm going to put my line for my resistance where we could chop sideways. Okay, and then to the north side, 42 cents, 46 cents, and 51 cents. To the south side, support your buy-in area, your sell limit area, excuse me, your stop loss, 26.50, 22.46, and 18.09. All right, look, and there's your bounce off of support. This is resistance, chop sideways, and then that's your sell signal, that's your sell signal, and good luck. Don't expect price to ever get here, and if it does, you know what's going to happen, just like here. And that's where you set your sell order thinking, okay, I don't necessarily need to sell, but I'm going to hit a target so high, like, oh, you can have my shares, take it. It's like, you want to offer me tons of money for my property, you can have it, but it's going to be at a cost. See, this is your buy-in or your buy-in or your stop loss. All right, that is a look at open door, grow generation. What else did I do? Grow, Mara, and Gmbl. Have a great trading day.